Yo, how's it banging? I've never thought I'd be doing a video monologue. I never, like just talking into the mic like this, it's so weird. Like, hi everyone, how we doing? If there's one thing I've learned throughout my whole experience for these last 2 years, is that travel is so freaking cool. I've been to a lot of places these whole 2 years. I've been to New York City twice. I've been to Washington, D.C. I've been to Philadelphia. I've been to a lot of places. And yes, I've been to Pennsylvania, Hansdale. Don't think I forgot about Hansdale. If there's one thing I've learned throughout these 2 years, is that travel is an amazing thing. We get to see new places, visit new things, and go to astronomically awesome places that no one's ever been to. Well, everyone's been there, but... Look, this is coming from the heart, okay? This is coming from the heart! Hang on, let me read my script again. Traveling is always... Cut it. Traveling has always been a huge part of my life. Ever since I was a little kid when I watched the Indiana Jones movies, I've always really loved the idea of being able to go to new places and just experience brand new things. And now that these 2 years have been nothing but travel, and especially going with my friend and so many other things, here's just some of the little things I picked up on my way. This is the inner monologue of travel with Lunatic. It's me. It's me. Oh, jeez. Budgeting. If there's one thing I've really picked up on, is that budgeting is one of the most important things that you could probably really do. For example, like, just it's the fact that, like, everything needs money and you should be really smart about it. Places like New York, Philadelphia, and all these other things, especially Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is expensive. All these places require a lot of money. So if there's one thing I've learned along my travels, is that budgeting is probably one of the most important things you could ever really do. And I know we can get really cool stuff like merchandise and little bobbleheads and go to amazing restaurants and go see amazing shows. Phantom of the Opera, I'm looking at you. It's just, budgeting is so important. Also because we need that shit. We need money. It's simple as that. Alright, next lesson. Lesson 2. Lesson freaking 2. Yay! If there's anything that changes in experience, it's the people you meet along the way. This year, I've managed to meet a lot of amazing people from right across the pond, and the amazing bonds and connections that we all make are just so special. Like, truly, we all start off in this awkward stage of not knowing each other, and then it just embarks on this journey of close brotherhood or sisterhood, whatever you want to do. And it's just like, you meet these great people, and they make your experiences so great, from having such amazing laughs, amazing cries of I'm gonna miss you so much, cries of all this other things, to even falling in love. Meeting new people is just one of the most amazing things you could probably do along these journeys. And I'm not talking about just the people from camp that I worked with. I'm talking about, random strangers that you meet, people who tell you all these amazing things, the locals, the people playing music. People make the experiences of travel amazing. Except for the TSA. Definitely not TSA. Not the TSA. No, sir. Oh, and by the way, guys, text me sometime. I miss y'all. Like, what are y'all up to? Just call me. I'm here. I'm really right here. Just call me. New places, am I right? New places. If there's anything about going to places like New York City or Washington, D.C., the one thing you always want to see is the monuments that everyone always talks about. But everyone always goes to those things. You need to have that sense of adventure that makes you say, oh yeah, I should probably go to different other places, try new venues, go to different local establishments, all the other cool fun stuff that you can do out there. I think just going to new places is just one of the other things about travel that makes things so much more fun. And when you're able to do stuff like that on a daily basis, it just makes things great. Instead of just going to a McDonald's, go to some weird burger joint you never heard of. Yeah. Why am I out of breath? What I'm trying to say is, ever since I've watched movies like Indiana Jones,
or like Anthony Bourdain, where it's just explore the new and unique instead of staying to the safe and calm. I mean, yeah, go visit the monuments, they're cool. Also, the White House is really small in person. I just thought I would say that. Okay, moving on. Lesson 4. Okay, I can do this, right? If there's anything that I've learned from these 2 years of being in planes and going on crazy adventures, dressed as the Riddler, getting chased by 8,000 children because I'm the Riddler, it's been a whole thing, being able to travel. But if there's one thing I've learned from these 2 years is that there is literally no place like home at all. Yeah, I mean, look, I've been to Colorado, I've been to New York, I've been to Philadelphia, I've been to Washington, D.C., I've been to the higher ends of New York, okay? I'm looking at you, Westchester. I'm looking at you. And I know I still have a little bit more to go, but, you know, there's always that saying of the little birdie's ready to fly from the nest. Well, I don't think the little birdie's ready just yet. Just yet. There's a saying that goes, home is where the heart is. And I've really studied that phrase for a little bit, and my heart feels like it belongs back home. And I feel like that's where, you know, where everything is. My family, my friends, everything is back home. And even though I'm 8,000 miles away or 10 hours away, it's just, you know, it's the things that you miss at home, like a simple home cooked meal or your own bed or just being able to go hang out with your friends at some place. Home is where the heart is, and my heart belongs back home in El Paso. So, as much as we all love traveling and going to different new places, there's no place like home, and I think that's one thing I've really picked up on this journey. And yeah, so if you excuse me, I got some work to do. I got work to do. Good to be back.